to VEDA, vlog every day in August, day 30. The last of this month-long vlogs. How about that? This one says, your top 10 books or movies of all times. Well, it's kind of tough. Books, I like certain authors, basically. Douglas Adams, The Hitchhiker's Guide series. H.G. Wells. Got that from my dad. My dad loved The Time Machine. That was his favorite. I like H.G. Wells as well. The Sleeper Awakes. And most all his stories have the same theme running through them. I think that's the way most of these authors are. The Little Engine That Could by Waddy Piper. That's a children's story about this little engine. Chug, 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 puff, 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 ding dong, ding dong. Little engine, he had to take toys on the other side of the mountain for all the good girls and boys. And I used to read that one to the kids. And when I read a children's storybook to the children, I always include the name of the author. Because if the author writes other things other than children's book and they like that story, then that name they'll know. And they can find it later. I know that's weird. Pippi Longstocking. That was me. By Astrid Lindgren. Pippi Longstocking was me. She wrote another one, what's his name? Carlton on the Roof, which was kind of creepy and weird. It was this little guy that lived on the roof. Slaughterhouse 5, Kurt Vonnegut. Kurt Vonnegut wrote all over the place, helter skelter, here or there, up and down. But that's the way my brain works, so I could read his stuff. Movies! This is more fun. I like to read, and I'd get lost in it, but I'd remember exactly where I stopped and what page and where on the page. But it's been a long time since I've done that. But movies, I always tell people my favorite is Some Like It Hot. It's just easier to say it that way. I have a bunch that I love. Some Like It Hot with Jack Lemmon and Tony Curtis. And they also teamed up in The Great Race with Natalie Wood. I like both of those movies. I like the Monty Python movies, anything Monty Python, or even the ones that the separate members made. John Cleese made Clockwise. Terry Gilliam did Brazil, which is bizarre. It's a dystopian type of thing. Michael Palin. Yeah, Michael Palin did The Missionary. It has Maggie Smith in it. Funny thing happened on the way to the Forum. One with Zero Mostel in it, and Jack Gilford is his little sidekick. I love that movie. It's a musical. I love that one. She's lovely, absolutely lovely. Who would believe the loveliness of you? I would. Heaven. This is an Italian-speaking movie, but it has Cate Blanchett in it and Johnny Ribisi. Really a good movie. It's a really good movie. Clockwork Orange. That's a weird one. Stanley Kubrick. Stanley Kubrick made some very intricate and bizarre movies. Clockwork Orange with Malcolm McDowell in it. Me droogies. We met at the Milk Bar. It's got a lot of Beethoven in it, and sex and violence and lessons. Yeah. Fantastic Planet is an animated movie. I think it's a Czech movie, but I'm not real sure. There are these creatures that have humans for pets, and humans are thought of as rodents, kind of like maybe hamsters or something that we would have for pets. Weird. It's a 1970 or 69 or something, and it's really weird, where the aliens leave their bodies and go to another planet and be frivolous and really weird. Now, as a French movie, it's one of my favorites. I used to watch it all the time. I've practically worn it out. Les Visiteurs with Jean Reno as the knight and his little sidekick Christian Clavier as Jacques, which I think means jackass in French, but I'm not sure. And then Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, John Candy and Steve Martin. And I like anything with Steve Martin in it, and anything with John Candy in it. I basically like either movies that make you think, or movies that are amusing. Wow, can you believe the month is gone? Holy schmoly. Well, what does the next month have in store? I have a trip coming up, going to Canada. Woo-woo. My son's coming in from California. Woo-woo. And only time will tell what in the world is going to happen. See you then. Upward and onward.